unmatched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand. Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most. Stream it anytime, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device. The CSRA is full of amazing women. Women who inspire. Women who innovate. Women who lead. That's why News Channel 6 brings you Women to Watch.
On the last Wednesday of each month, News Channel 6 recognizes local businesswomen who are making a positive impact in our community.
Nominate someone today at WJBF.com. Sponsored by Goodwill. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now on News Channel 6 at 6, the big beautiful bill making its way through Congress. How South Carolina lawmakers are reacting to the legislation as your News at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Hannah McDonald in for Brad and Jenny. Coverage you can count on begins with a check of the forecast from Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna.
Well, Hannah, we do have that Viper 6 alert day today due to the severe weather we had earlier. Luckily, that severe weather threat is now dying down, and we're left with just a few lingering showers. So by 7 p.m., we're done with the alert day, and we'll start to see that severe thunderstorm watch expire. That aerial flood advisory will expire in the next 30 minutes. This is for Richmond, Aiken, McDuffie, and parts of Columbia counties where they saw up to around 2 inches of rain over a short period of time. We do have one more special weather statement that's still in effect until 6:30 as well, and that's for Bamberg County. Right over Bamberg, we still have some of that brief heavy rain, but the stronger storms are just outside of our viewing area over towards the east and also down towards the south. That's where we're seeing some lightning and heavy rain, but for Jenkins County and Screven, it's just light shower activity at this time. Now, we did pick up on some hail today. I know a lot of you reported that if you were anywhere from around Augusta over towards Windsor in Aiken County, and we even had reports of up to ping pong sized hail. I'd say Aiken County was the hardest hit county with what once was 7,000 people without power. Now it's down to 2,500, but we also had some trees down in Columbia County as well, so that was also a very hard hit county. Luckily, most of Burke was spared, but we did have some strong storms over in Emmanuel. Our severe thunderstorm watch has now expired for the majority of the CSRA, but it's still in effect for Barnwell County over towards Johnson, but I can tell you that the chance of severe weather is pretty much completely done with. Our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing a much prettier view here at Augusta Regional Airport. We made it to a high of 85 today, a low of 67. We picked up around at least a half an inch of rain. We'll see if that rainfall amount updates, but you can see with the rain, our temperatures cooled down into the upper 60s in Aiken, but we still have some spots in the upper 70s. Now, speaking of temperatures, as we go into that first week of June, we'll really start to see things heat up, and I'll have a look at that coming up in the full forecast. But back to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Jenna. Hurricane season starts this Sunday, and Georgia Power and other utility companies want you to have a plan to avoid mistakes that happened during Hurricane Helene. Everyone should have an evacuation plan and an emergency supply kit with non-perishable goods. If severe weather hits, stay away from downed trees or power lines because they could still be electrically charged. Outside the home, trim your trees and remove any chairs or debris that could become projectiles.
Our crews have to travel in very harsh conditions. They're leaving their own families who may not have power to get to where the power needs to be restored. So if there's flooding, if there's down power lines, if there's trees in the way, a big thing that we saw during Hurricane Helene was our crews were having a hard time getting to where they needed to go because a lot of the highways were blocked off by trees. So just know our crews are always ready to work, but they have to be able to get there safely. And make sure to stay off the roads during hurricanes and inclement weather.
Double check what type of insurance you have, like flood insurance, which could take 30 days to go into effect. Also, document your items and home exteriors before a storm. A Richmond County man has been convicted in a 2023 murder. A Richmond County man has been convicted in a 2023 murder. Sean Walker was found guilty in the murder of Shaniqua Lefevre, who was pregnant at the time. Her fiance and a child were also shot by Walker. Sentencing has been set for a later date. The Shepherd Community Blood Center has a growing need for blood as we head into summer. Blood donations help save lives, and you can donate blood up to 6 times a year. The CEO at Shepherd says vacations are a big reason donations are low this time of year. People's routines are being disrupted with school being out, and they forget to come in. Shepherd Blood Center needs 100 donors a day to provide what's needed to local hospitals and are only seeing around 60 to 80 a day at this time.
Blood goes to the everyday folks that we know who have cancer, who have heart issues, who have kidney issues or GI issues, things like that. Those are the people who need blood in our community, and so that's why it's important to donate, regularly when you can.
WJBF is partnering with Shepherd Blood Center to hold a blood drive at Television Park on June 17th. There was plenty of drama behind the scenes in D.C. surrounding President Trump's big, beautiful. Coming up, Elon Musk leaving the White House. What he and President Trump had to say about his departure next.
Tonight, he also reduced his target to cut spending from $2 trillion to now $150 billion. In Washington, I'm Jesse Chnor.
Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci is back with us now. Jenna, how's that weather looking for the upcoming week?
Yeah, it's looking good. This weekend will be sunny and dry finally after we've had 6 days in a row of rain and storms. I'll have a look at that right after this break.
We have the keys to your next ride at Gerald Jones Auto Group. Right now, lock in Memorial Day savings all month long on your favorite new models. Choose from over 1,200 new and used vehicles on the ground and price to move. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring in a written offer and we'll give you $500 more for your trade. Visit Gerald Jones Auto Group and drive home with limited time Memorial Day savings. Online at GeraldJonesAutoGroup.com.
Ronnie Blair here with Green.
Held over this week at Great Deals on Furniture.
Sale is this Saturday at 6.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lampert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. This is a WJBF Live Viper 6 Alert.
Welcome back. That Viper 6 Alert Day will be expiring once we get to the 7 o'clock hours. That threat of severe weather is now over with for the CSRA. Let's take a look at the rainfall totals from today. Pretty much north of I-20 is where we saw those higher amounts, but to the south of I-20 around Aiken, right over downtown is where we picked up 2 inches of rain. This is just adding to the very wet May that we've already had, and we could potentially see us get all the way up to around second place for the wettest May on record in Augusta, with Augusta now getting up to around that 9-inch mark. Our live Viper 6 radar is showing a 1 stray shower here in Glasscock and Washington counties. The rest of that rain has exited out of the CSRA, and you can see just some lingering showers here for Allendale and Screven counties. So this is it. We're completely done with all of the heavy activity, and you can see our Terry Lampert Hyundai Skyview cam still showing dense cloud cover, but no more rain here in the CSRA. 74 degrees, a west wind of 10 miles per hour, dew points at 70. And around the area, we're seeing a low to mid-70s for the most part, but Allendale still hanging on to 81 degrees. The winds are breezy even behind the cold front, so we're still seeing those gusts up to around 25 to even 35 miles per hour. So there's the cold front, and behind it we have cooler and drier air that'll be taking over as we go into our weekend. Your evening planner is showing us get down to 70 at 9 p.m., mostly clear skies at that point. And our futurecast is 7 o'clock, showing the showers exit down to the south of us. We're still left with a few clouds, but then you can see the clearing happening off towards the northwest. So tonight will be nice. We're going to see plenty of sunshine as we head into the weekend. Here's our southeast view of the futurecast. Cold front pushes through, and then we have a northwest wind bringing in the cooler and dry conditions for our Saturday. It'll be a great weekend to be out and about. Now on Sunday, can't rule out a stray shower or two along the secondary cold front. That'll also bring us a bit of cloud cover, but we're going to see mostly quiet weather as we head into the start of June. But I also want to point out that we will have some smoke enter the CSRA Saturday, and that'll be due to wildfires all the way up in Canada, with that smoke making it as far south as around South Carolina, and Georgia. So if you're headed out by the pool tomorrow, you may notice that hazy sunshine, but overall great day. We'll climb into the lower 80s. And if you're hitting the coastline, temperatures will be in the upper 70s through low 80s. Nice warm water, low rip currents. Very high UV index, though, of course, so layer up on the sunscreen this weekend. Lows tonight will be pretty refreshing. We're back to near average in the mid to upper 50s, a pretty cool night. Highs tomorrow in the low 80s, near average. And that 10-day forecast is showing mostly sunny skies as we head into the beginning of next week, which is the start of June. We will see those temperatures heat up all the way into the lower 90s on Thursday with rain chances and more storms to end the week. Now, congratulations to today's Viper 6 umbrella winner. That is Sylvia Hamilton from Ridge Springs, South Carolina. Sylvia, you can pick up your Viper 6 umbrella here at the station and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com. I wish I could have given this to her about a week ago.
I was going to say, well, it might come in handy in the next week, right? I think I saw some rain in there.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully people will get some good weekend plans for the nice weather coming up.
Yeah, gotta enjoy the sunshine while it lasts.
Yes. Well, coming up, 2 South Carolina high schools vying for state championships. Stay tuned for a preview on how both teams are preparing in sports.
It's the Memorial Day sale at Weinberger's Furniture and Mattress Showcase.
Furnish more, save more. Save up to $2,000 on furniture and mattresses you love.
From cozy living rooms to dreamy bedrooms, dining sets, and our expansive patio collection, there's savings in every department this Memorial Day.
The more you buy, the more you save. Now's the time to upgrade your home for less.
Hurry in and save up to $2,000. Can you save at Weinberger's Memorial Day sale? Yes, you can.
Dance like nobody's watching. Like nobody's watching. Except when people are watching, like your roommate and the new boyfriend you forgot she was bringing over. Believe in yourself. But know your limits, because right before an interview really isn't the time to try being a hairstylist. Anything is possible. So yes, winning is possible. But so is not winning, which means sometimes the best way to play actually is to save some possibility for another day. The South Carolina Education Lottery, supporting better players and a better you.
Drive true luxury without the tariff increase and save thousands with Memorial Day savings up to $11,000.
Shop now online at masterchevrolet.com.
We've got the keys to your next ride at Gerald Jones GMC. Lock in Memorial Day savings all month long on your favorite new models. Like a new 2025 GMC Sierra. Get up to $8,000 off MSRP or 0.9% APR. Or drive home a new 2025 GMC Acadia and save up to $3,500. Got a trade? Bring in a written offer and we'll give you $500 more. Visit Gerald Jones GMC for Memorial Day savings. Online at GeraldJonesGMC.com.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
On Saturday, 2 neighboring high schools in South Carolina will play in their respective state championship series. The Saluda softball team looking to even up the series, while Batesburg-Leesville baseball team 1 win away from history. The Batesburg-Leesville Panthers are seeking their first 2A state championship in baseball in over 70 years. The Panthers survived Wednesday night with a 3-2 win over Philip Simmons, forcing a decisive winner-take-all Game 3.
We couldn't get anything going all night. We kept putting ball in play, but right at them, and we just stayed with it. And, we caught a break there on the bunt. They misplayed, and we had guys do a job to get us done.
Not only has it been their timely hitting, but the Panthers' pitching has kept them in this series with a combined 7 strikeouts in their Game 2 win.
You can't say enough. I mean, these guys have done it all year, and they keep coming out every game and doing it. And we always tell them, if we can play defense behind them, we'll have a chance.
Panther fans will travel to Founders Park this Saturday at 6 p.m. As for the Saluda Tigers, they've punched their ticket to the state championship for the first time in school history. But Mother Nature has had other plans during their postseason run.
It's kind of hard this time of year. You don't really know what the weather's going to do. So that was kind of it. And we got the community out here. We made a couple of phone calls. And all of our parents and our staff and anybody that could lend a helping hand came out here and tried their best to get the job done.
For the second time this series, their game got postponed due to the rain, but they're looking ahead to nice weather Saturday and an opportunity to force a Game 3.
Just talked about being able to step up in that big moment and get the hit or just do something productive that's going to score your runners. And making sure that our defensive pitching stays consistent.
Game 2 at Saluda High School set for a 7 p.m. start. Well, after a 3-hour weather delay, the Georgia Bulldogs finally took the field in Game 1 of the Athens Baseball Regional against Binghamton. The delay certainly, though, did not stop the Bulldogs' offense. Georgia wasted little time, jumping out to a 5-0 lead in the first inning. Trey Phillips shoots a 2-run homer over left field for the 2-0 lead. The ball, though, continues to fly out of the park as it's now Daniel Jackson. He crushes it into right field for a 3-run bomb. Georgia, though, they lead all of Division I this season with 137 home runs. The Dogs just piling it on. They're up 17-2. That's right, more of a football score in the 7th inning. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, they're up 4-0 over Western Kentucky in the bottom of the 6th. Now the Clemson Tigers hosting their 3rd NCAA regional. They begin their USC Upstate game tonight. They just started at 6 p.m. Clemson, the 1 seed, while USC Upstate, the 4 seed. The Tigers have won 26 home games this season, hoping to make it 27 tonight. First pitch was at 6 p.m. on the ACC network. Now the winner of this game either faces West Virginia or Kentucky. A lot of baseball going on, Hannah.
Lots of baseball happening. Very exciting stuff, though, because it's all getting kind of wrapping up, getting into the championship game, so it's all very fun.
Yeah, very fun, for sure.
We'll be right back.
Hyundai. I am Richard Lawson, and we're celebrating Black excellence.
Celebrating Black Excellence 365, only on News Channel 6.
Our 10-day forecast is showing sunshine finally back on Saturday. It will be a mostly dry weekend, just a 10% chance of showers on Sunday. A nice sunny start to the month of June. It's looking good and heating up back to the lower 90s next Thursday with rain chances to end the week.
It's an Augusta icon, the James Brown statue. But after all these years, should the statue take a turn for the better? Out there somewhere with George Escala.
It happens all the time here, picture taking at the James Brown statue.
They'll pull up if they're out of town, and a lot of your locals, even though they see it every day, they take the time to take a picture of it.
Have you ever taken a picture with the statue?
Of course, who hasn't?
It's been going on for years. This month marks the 20th anniversary of the statue. That's a lot of pictures. The statue is top-notch, but the background isn't.
Oh, no, it should be way, way better than this. What he did for this time and everywhere else, they need to get together and get this straightened out.
Abandoned and blighted buildings, photo bombing, every statue pick.
They definitely need to renovate that area, especially with how spectacular the street is. That is kind of awful that it's not a worthy background for him.
The Brown statue has its back to the buildings, but it looks at the Augusta Common. There's grass, trees, and art. So what if the statue was turned around and the Common was the backdrop? Something like this.
It will be beautiful even in the long term to switch it around because, he's all about music and harmony, and that's what nature is.
Maybe it's time to turn the Brown around. What was the old disco song? Turn the beat around, turn the Brown around.
A new model, let's go for it.
Turn the Brown around.
Turn the Brown around. All those people got to get together.
Turn the Brown around so all the pictures have the Common as the background. That could be a hit. Out there somewhere in Augusta, George Escala, WJBF, News Channel 6.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
What do
I'm
y'all
on the
think?
team Turn It Around. Turn
Yeah,
It Around.
That song is now stuck in my head officially.
Yeah.
For the rest of the night, I probably won't play it so that it stops being on repeat in my head.
Yeah.
And
What are your thoughts? Turn it around or keep
I
it?
think, we should turn it around.
Turn it around?
Yeah.
And we just learned that all three of us do not have photos with the statue.
Yes,
so
we all need to go and get a statue of the James Brown statue.
Yeah.
Photo up together.
Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully once it gets turned around.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
Well, that's our report for now. News Channel 6 continues at 7 o'clock right after World News tonight. We'll see you again for News Channel 6 at 11. Have a good evening.